What's going on, everybody? My name is Mark, and we are back with the House of the Dragon. This is episode number 8, The Lord of the Tides. This is the episode before episode 9, so I'm a little nervous because they're going to be setting up something. I'm sure of it. Let me get my notes from last time. So last episode, we were at Driftmark for pretty much the entire episode. Aemond got Vhagar, the dragon, and that led to the daughters of Laena to be angry and to kind of start attacking him, and the sons of Rhaenyra, Viserys and Luke, started to attack him too, to defend the sisters. And one thing led to another, and Aemond lost an eye, which is crazy. And that really caused a rift between Alicent and Rhaenyra. Alicent really wanted to take one of her son's eyes. And yeah, it seems like Alicent is really embracing the darkness now. She kind of talked with her dad a little bit, and Otto really was proud of her. And she talked to, I keep forgetting his name, Larys, right? She talked to Larys, and at first she was shocked after he killed Sir Harwin, but now she's like, yeah, I'll definitely will require your services in the future. So yeah, definitely, that's gonna cause some problems. And at the end of the episode, Rhaenyra admitted to Daemon that she wanted a life with him, and Daemon definitely wanted the same thing, but he was a bit more of a realist. Like, yeah, but you're married. You can't. You can either stay married with him or you have to kill him, and that's exactly what she did, or so we thought. And I'm not sure if that lover guy, I don't know what his name is, but if he saved Laenor, if that was all him, or that Rhaenyra told him to make it look like he killed Laenor and then escaped together. I don't know yet. I don't know if we will get that answer. Maybe that's going to be a mystery. But that's about all of it. Yeah, I'm super excited about this one. What was The Lord of the Tides? So we're still I think with Driftmark a little bit, because they're all about the tides and the sea and all that. So yeah, I think we should just hop into the episode. If you like my reaction, please leave a like. It really helps me out. And if you want to see me react to the rest of the show, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos in the future. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. So let's watch it.
I must know. Will he live?
He led his sailors into an ambush, the ship made to look as if it were abandoned. In the fighting, his neck was slashed by a courser's dagger. He fell overboard into the sea. The wound was severe. Much blood was lost. But the greater concern is the fever that followed.
Wait, do we have another time jump? A 6-year time jump?
The winds have shifted. The crown has good reason to take my side.
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
But it's not a king who sits the Iron Throne these days, good sister.
Alicent?
It's a queen.
Yeah. I mean, the king must be freaking old by this point. He was old last episode. What is that? Is that dragon glass? No, maybe not. It looks a little too weak. What is that? What the heck? Oh. A dragon has laid an egg.
Dranyot. Come on, Jace.
Perhaps that's enough for this morning.
No, I want to keep going. Maester?
I wonder if she and Daemon bore children.
Has the Viper's venom spread so far?
Those vipers rule in my father's name. And my father... What choice do I have?
Is she pregnant? Oh, I thought maybe I saw a little bit there, but I didn't want to insult the actress. Is her father in like a...
I would say it's nice to be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
Is her father in like a very bad condition?
Ability does not alter his claim.
The Sea Snake has never formally named him as heir, if it comes to that. The Crown must choose what is best for the realm.
He is Laenor's son. What grounds could there be
What
for...
indeed, Lord Beesbury? What indeed?
We shall hear Princess Rhaenyra's petition along with those of the other claimants on the morrow. I do beg your pardon, my lords. I must greet our guests.
He never formally named him. That's not very smart on his account. Is that thing finally finished or not? Oh, it looks a little abandoned. Got cobwebs all around it. He hasn't really had the ability to keep working on it, maybe? I wonder what goes through Daemon's head, you know? 'Cause he's had so much differences with him, but with Viserys, but it's still his brother, you know?
Daemon. Brother. Who is that?
Yeah, it is. It is our kid. The actor plays it really well. Feel the really agony, you know? I mean, the makeup helps a lot.
I didn't see him. I asked him to stop. Your Grace, he did. Truly. You must believe me.
Did she spill wine or something and then he got upset and kind of like beat her up?
You know what happens to girls like that.
I wasn't dreaming or anything. Another word to anyone. Your Grace. It's swear all my life.
What's gonna happen? I'm so worried for her.
I know you won't.
Oh, I feel like she's gonna die, man. That was so ominous. What is that? Some sort of poison?
For your troubles.
Oh. Money? Okay, maybe not.
Tea. Your Grace.
Oh. Maybe that's the poison. It is a woman's weapon.
It's best to be certain.
Oh, is that the... to not get a kid? You know? The abortion drink? That we saw Rhaenyra drink as well?
Perhaps if you could see the king, he suggested it.
Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon. It's been so long.
That look on her face. If eyes could kill.
The emblems of the Seven serve only to guide us on an uncertain path, to remind us of a higher authority.
And on the morrow, which authority will sit in judgment of my son's claim on his own inheritance?
That would be mine. And the hands. But be assured the father is just and commands me to forget the accusations you have held in this room today.
Wow. I figured they were gonna act nice, but you could feel the tension between them, but that was just straight up like, we don't like you, and you definitely are in it for yourself over here. You know, you're keeping the king sedated, so you have the power, basically. Aemond has gotten good. I mean, he was pretty good as a kid, too. Dude, Aemond is giving me the creeps. They did a good job casting him. My gosh. I'm sure they want Vaemond as the guy on the throne there, because then they can all work together, you know?
We must, of course, act in the interest of our subjects.
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, Your Grace.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah. This is just to build an alliance.
She's done well as your ward. You've raised her admirably.
You honor me, Princess.
Might I speak to the princess alone, Rhaena? Princess.
Yeah, Rhaenyra and Rhaenys had a special bond even when she was a kid. At least that's what it seems like to me.
You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death.
No?
Nor was I complicit in it, I swear this to
Well, that maybe, but I feel like it was all Daemon. But they definitely conspired it together, you know?
They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
Yeah. It is a risky move on Rhaenys' part. Because you have the High Towers to consider in this whole ordeal, you know?
My only child.
If you wish me to bear it, then defend me. And my children.
She's used to him defending her, you know, like, whenever, I mean, maybe it was out of disbelief, but I think he also just wanted to protect his daughter, you know. Just kind of feels lost without him, I think. They got all this like incense in this room. I feel like maybe that plays a part in him being so woozy, you know? Maybe they do that deliberate. Even though he's probably definitely very sick and stuff, but I wonder if Otto cares for him or not.
Just to raise us up.
Wow, I wonder how they did this. This looks crazy. He looks like a walker from The Walking Dead almost.
I am Lord Corlys' closest kin, his own blood. The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Laenor Velaryon. If you cared so much about your house's blood, Sir Vaemond, you would not be so bold as to supplant its rightful heir. No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra.
It's a good point. But it's also a risky one. And the legitimacy of her son is definitely, you know, on the table.
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
Is that gonna be her father? Oh my god.
King Viserys of House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, and the Rhoynar, and the First Men.
Damn.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector
Oh,
of the realm.
Otto and Alicent are worried. His word governs, you know. If he says this is what we're gonna do, that's what they're gonna do. So they can no longer play their games as they will. Damn. This is so well done. The music, the environment, you know, the makeup and acting. I wonder how far he had to walk to be able to get here. Like where his room is.
I said I'm fine.
Kind of touched my heart a little bit. The thing is with Damon, you never know if he's genuine or not, you know? Could just be for his own gains. But still, it's a touching moment. I do think Damon feels very bad for his brother, though. I do think there's genuine feelings there. Like genuine love and care.
Our children are bastards!
He's gonna get locked up or something.
Is a whore. Will have your tongue for that.
Oh! Oh! Oh my...
He can keep his tongue.
Disarm him!
Minnie.
Jesus Christ. I do feel like if he dies, you know, Viserys, like they're just gonna like do what they want anyway, you know. Like who's gonna stop them? David is such a fun character because you never know what he's gonna do, you know? He's so unpredictable. I mean, the one thing that is predictable is that whenever he's around, there's definitely something gonna happen, but you never know what.
At least in principle. I had to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin. You can play the jester if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. It is such a good job with like capturing the awkwardness and the tension and all that, you know. There's been a lot of that in this entire season.
If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man, who loves you all so dearly.
I don't think they're gonna listen, but you know, if that was like my grandfather or something, I feel like that would really touch me, you know.
She has tended to him with unfailing devotion, love, and honor.
I wonder if this is like rubbing it in, or she's being genuine, trying to mend the relationships, you know?
You will make a fine queen.
Yeah, this might be the last moment of happiness for this family, you know? Like, I feel like Viserys is gonna die soon, and then everything is gonna start to divide even more. This may be just for his benefit, or maybe they do mean it in this moment, but there sure still is a lot of unsolved tension. Alright, it seems... Yeah, it seems a little, like it's going alright, but... Again, I feel like this is probably like the last moment of happiness within this family. People seeing the good sides of each other before starting to go back to war with each other, you know? Yeah, Viserys is gonna die either this or next episode. He's not gonna last. This moves him so dearly. Imagine if he dies right here. That would be a good place to die for him, honestly. You know? Like, surrounded by love and family. I kind of want him to go out right here. You know, I don't want him to die, for, you know, partly, but just because he's a good dude. But if he were to die, I think this would be the perfect place. Surrounded by love and family. Even though there's still tension, but I don't know if he even catches that, you know. I think he just sees the good right now.
Each of them handsome, wise.
They're all terrified of what he's gonna say or do, I think.
Strong.
Aemond.
Come.
Strong because of how strong.
Let us drain our cups to these 3 strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself strong?
Fuck. Yeah. Viserys is gone and now shit ensues.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
You don't want Daemon as your enemy, though. You never know what he's gonna do. But I feel like he is kind of like Daemon in that regard. I think he's a very unpredictable soul, too.
The king and I would both like that.
Underneath all the resentment and rage and jealousy and all that, you know, I think there's still genuine care between them from back in the day, you know, some nostalgic feelings.
What he saw in the north. The prince that was promised.
I don't understand this house.
The prince.
Prince Aegon.
To unite the realm. Against the cold. In the dark. It is you.
Is she gonna take this? Is she gonna take this out of context? Is she? Will she name Aegon as his heir? Is that how she's taking this? You know, it's like this was a final order, and he's gonna be dead probably, kind of like what Robert Baratheon and Ned Stark went through. You know.
I understand, my king.
Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. She's gonna name Aegon heir and say that that was the final order of the king. what is gonna happen. Is he just dying right here, or is something more ominous gonna happen? I think that was his last breath. Frick. My God. That was The Lord of the Tides, episode number 8. And pretty sure Viserys just died right there. At the end, I didn't really write a whole lot down, but there's definitely a lot of stuff to talk about there. I mean, the final words of Viserys were, directed to Rhaenyra, but I think what's going to end up happening kind of similar to Robert, telling Ned that he needs to write down that Joffrey is not the, or that, Ned Stark should rule in his stead. And then after Joffrey, or his rightful heir, becomes of age, then they will start to rule. But, or at least that's what Ned Stark made it to be. And it's kind of similar here, where Alicent thought that he meant Aegon, her son, which is kind of confusing because Rhaenyra has a son, Aegon too. Plus, there's been a few Aegons in the past, apparently. So she took it as, you need to name him king. The Prince Aegon is the prince that was promised. You need to do it. He was... She took that really out of context, and she had no idea what he was talking about, obviously, but she took that as, oh, he finally changed his mind. He finally is like, no, Aegon should be king. So, like, she doesn't have it on paper, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but she definitely is gonna make a move with that. I was not expecting another time jump, but it keeps happening. Almost every episode we've had a time jump now, and it kind of seemed, this entire season just seems like episodes of short stories following the lives of these, people. And I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. Like, I don't think it's bad per se, but I don't know. I feel like I would really like to see what happens in between as well. But it does, give a chance to explore very interesting stories as well. So Rhaenyra has birthed 2 sons to Daemon, Aegon and Viserys, and she's pregnant with another kid. So she'll have 6 kids at the end of that. That's pretty wild. We've had 3 new dragon eggs, and I'm assuming they're going to be for Rhaenyra's kids. Viserys and Viserys, I think that's the names of the kids, right? Viserys and Viserys, yeah. The bastards. They're intended to be married to Bela and Jaina? I don't know. I'm probably butchering their names, but the granddaughters of Rhaenys. I think are they Daemon's daughters? Probably. I think so. I think they're Daemon's daughters. And we've seen in the past that they've had a pretty good bond, Rhaenyra's kids and them. So they were definitely excited about that marriage proposal. But with the last scene that happened, I'm pretty sure none of that is gonna fly. I think everything that just happened, everything that just discussed and that the king has decided, I think that's all gonna go out the window. I mean, if he put Aegon on the throne instead of his daughter, then they're going to question every decision he made, probably. And none of the things that were supposed to happen are going to happen, I feel like. So, definitely next episode is going to be a crazy one. I can't wait to watch it. Yeah. A lot of stuff happened again. This show is just so good with capturing tension, you know? Like I've said that in the episode as well, but during that dinner, you could feel that there was some genuine, like, laughter and some genuine, like, happy moment, even for that short of a period. But you could also feel the tension that was underneath. And, you know, with the camera work, with, you know, showing the people's faces, the music, like, everything just works so well together to capture that. Where you're like, yeah, I can see that this is the last moment that they're genuinely happy with each other, even though they are at odds with each other. And obviously, when Viserys left the room, things started to go bad because he was that link that held them together, you know. But as soon as he's taken out of the equation, things are just gonna go awry. And now that he's, I think, probably dead, things are definitely gonna go crazy. Absolutely. Like, nothing is stopping it now. And it was awesome to see Viserys having that one last push of power, that one last show of will. But I think it was for now. I think all of that is going to go out the window. But it was still awesome. An awesome moment for a really good character. I really enjoyed his character up until the last moment that he was on screen. He was a very decent man who just wanted what was best for his family, you know. And yeah, I'm sad to see him go. I really am. But 2 more episodes. This show has been really good so far. Every week I'm just looking forward to the next one, and that's what you want out of this out of the show like this. So yeah, absolutely great. I hope you guys liked my reaction. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps me out. And if you want to see me react to the rest of the show, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos in the future. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. I hope you have a great day, and take care.